Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. And Siggy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already, but I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And getting the start here today, Colby Allen. What do you have on him?
4-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Fastball in for a strike, and a count 1-2. And a curve misses outside. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
A wind and a pitch. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Mookie now. The shortstop takes the ball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Here comes the pitch. Just off the inside edge. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one opts against the fence. Around third. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
When you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Out to center. Marsh sizing this one up and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Chris, this is the lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Teoscar Hernandez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Bounced out to short. Turner with the throw to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Here comes Max Muncy. In there at the knees, and that is strike one. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. The pitch. And it's down on strikes. Third out, and that ends the frame. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies coming up. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And starting this one, Maddox runs.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bottom of the first, this is Bryson's stop. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. High fly ball out to left field. 1 down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Pajes snags it for the second out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Trey.
2 outs, base is empty. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. First pitch misses. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The wind of the pitch. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
The Phillies trailing by 2 here in Game 4. That one just misses. Full count now. Outside, and that is ball 4.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Pitch out, but no action. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around second is Turner. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. Safe.
Lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. In the air, right field. Nabs it, and that will end the inning. Phillies with a run-scoring double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Second inning set to go. Here's a big power threat. Number 6.
Number 6.
Allard back to work. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Marsh makes the grab, 1 down.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Miguel Vargas, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. That one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away.
The catcher, Will Smith.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that. Next offering is in for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That one just misses.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 2-1. Bottom half of inning number 2, and here's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
As the lefty gets to work. And that one hit 97 on the gun. That's off the mark. Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The lefty fires. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one not close. And that's ball one. And down the lefty. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Pitch is in there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there's one away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. It's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
And here is Sosa to the plate. That one almost got him. One down, Phillies down a run. He was late there, strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Out towards left center. And it falls. They get the force. Just got him. He was burning up the baseline.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
So digging in, Derek Hall. Out towards right center field. Pajes on his way over. He's got it, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1, and our score remains 2-1. On to the third inning, and here's the rookie center fielder, Andy Pajes. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That just misses. Ball one. Pajes patrolling center field, 23 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And he grounds one to the right side. A dive, nice stop, not in time, he's safe.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at first with no outs here. And another ball.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And here it comes. That one missed. And a foul ball. Pajes gets his lead at first. Nobody out. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Betts stands in now, looks at that one inside.
One ball, no strike.
Betts checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. Turns and fires to Betts. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch. And that one's a little bit low. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Up and in. And a full count now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a 3-2. And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out.
No, you know that's going to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Strike 2. Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third, on his way to the plate.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
0-2. Missed inside with the curve. The Dodgers trying to break this one open. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground, 2 ball. Hall tossed to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Up the middle, and that one handled. Throw, save, and that was close.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
Man at first with one gone. Now at the plate, Trey Turner. He walked and came around to score his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball. The Phils down by a pair here in the last half of the third. Close one doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Step off, throw to first. Marsh back in on a dive. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Inside just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And now it's filled up.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And a pitch. Left field on the move. And he makes the catch.
Just pull off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kyle Schwarber now at the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
One strike.
Marsh, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Way outside, 1-2 the count. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 left for Philadelphia. Score holds. It's 3-1. Fourth game of the NLCS. And now it's Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
And a pitch.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 1 down.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 down, base is empty. That clips the inside corner for a strike. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Left-hand hitter waits. Just off the outside edge. And that one ripped to left, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
And next for LA, Miguel Vargas. Fly to left his first time. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Top half of inning number 4. There's a strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Christopher Sanchez. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The 1-2 spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. He'll score easily, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up at RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. There's a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
0-2 now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss as he was late. Outside low, and the count 1-2. A little bit low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
2 on, 2 outs. Got him swinging on the curveball. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies 1. Bottom 4, and now it's Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The pitch. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And he's already singled in this game. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Just missed. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Booth. The last one wasn't even close.
And now it is JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Castellanos stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. No, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. Phillies strand 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here in Philadelphia, top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Mookie Betts. And he deals to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Colby Allard will depart, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Freddie Freeman digs in now. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Here's a 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Nobody out, runner at first. Two now. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a foul ball left side. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That was blasted to the moon, and they add to the lead. It's 6-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked a cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Muncy stands in now and watches strike 1. The 0-1. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Number 6 in the box again, takes a strike. 2 out, space is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Ball 1 there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Out to short. Fires to first on the run. That's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now the first baseman, Derek Hall.
The first baseman, Derek Hall.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul.
Well, these Phillies need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. They got it for out number 2.
Center fielder, number 16.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 2. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Hernandez ranging back to the warning track, makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Miguel Vargas. The wide to kick the pitch. Sanchez, a 6'1" lefty, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. The punch out there. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That's in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. That's towards center. Marsh moves under it. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Andy Pajes. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Left-hand batter waits.
2 balls,
And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Pajes off of first with 2 away. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Mookie Betts waiting for a turn at the plate. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Swing and a foul straight back.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
2 outs. And that's ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's Mookie to hit. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see it.
Got him looking. That ends the frame. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies 1. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Trey Turner at the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Here's a 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swung on, belted. That one's deep. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch misses. The Dodgers leading by 5. Pitch misses there. 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
The wind of the pitch. That one catches the corner for a strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, third base.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies.
Boom.
There's a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Here comes a pitch. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
At the belt and fires.
1 ball.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Boom. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. So now 3-2 inside ball 4.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Schwarber on second. Boom at first. One gone. That one the other way to the bag himself. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies 1. Back here in Philadelphia, top of inning number 7. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Sanchez back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Up the middle, Turner fires over to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. That's down and in.
1 ball, no strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Splits the plate. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Late here in game 4. And now the count is even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Almost got him. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They lead it, though, 6-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 7th. JT Realmuto steps in.
JT
The pitch. Missing inside, and that is ball 1. Just missed. The wind of the pitch. Out to short, Betts. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Stepping in, Edmundo Sosa. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Good eye in that spot. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Derek Hall. drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Matt Strom.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now the left fielder, 1 for 3.
The left fielder.
Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
The 0-2. Got him looking for the K. Strike 3 called, and a slider at the knees.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Vargas. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. And here it comes. Slapped foul. Ground ball right side. Hall takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Smith, the next to hit. Inside, just missed. That's in there, and it's 1-1. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Ground ball to Bohm. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. The lefty fires. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. J.P. Fireeisen looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia, the lefty, warming up as well. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand grab, gathers and throws, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Number 16.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Man at first, Brandon Marsh will hit next. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The pitch. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The count 2-1. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ray Turner.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Maddox Bruns gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. JP Fire Ice into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Turner now. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Fire-Eisen. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. Two strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with two strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Wouldn't chase that time. Kicks and fires. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Stop at second. Marsh over at first with one away. And he chases that one. And there's two away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Boom. In the box with two gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Two on, two outs. And there's the strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. First and second, two down. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. That misses. Going to count 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. Phillies leave a couple. They trail it 6-1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gregory Soto.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. The pitch. And the slider just misses. Soto, multi-time All-Star, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
1 up, 1 down.
Up next to the Dodgers, the designated hitter.
So the lineup flips over. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jeff Hoffman, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bellotti also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away. You're at the top of the ninth. Fought off foul. And a pitch. That one pushed foul. And a pitch. Good job to fight that one off. And a pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mookie now.
Mookie Betts.
Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1. On a line, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Betts off of first with 2 away. So 2 balls and no strikes. And he takes a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
2 outs.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The 3-1. And that one fouled off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here comes a 3-2. Freeman will take his base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Jeff Hoffman takes over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Two on, two outs.
That's a ball. One ball, two strikes.
Right side, hard hit. Gathers and throws to first. And Hernandez is out. And that is that. No runs, a hit, two left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Blake Trinan. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
49, Blake Trinan.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
The right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
And the pitch. That one fouled off. Oh, 1 down. And a big swing and a miss.
Oh, two.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Real Muto, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. The Dodgers leading by 5. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swings and misses. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Sosa stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-0. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Trinan is just 1 strike away. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Hall now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Sosa leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a huge win for this team. Instead of 2-2 in the series, they're comfortably now 3-1. One more win, and they take the series.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
6-1 is your final here today. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,651. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.